you want to go pass that along, that you confirmed it?
It's a blue key. It's nice and big, by chance. All windows are up.
Can't see them.
They're all buried on there.
Gonna keep it quick, but bringing you into this behind-the-scenes episode here. We are here in Waco, Texas, working with the police department, fire departments, and NBC news station. We came here looking for Stephanie Torres, and after about an hour of searching, we have confirmed the same vehicle, the same type of vehicle we were here looking for. There was no license plate though, so we cannot be 100% on this one, and that's where a lot of nerves come in. Is we have the family over here to my left with we've given them hope. I don't want to say, false hope, but I really, really hope this is the vehicle we are here for. A lot of people have shown up in here in support and helping us pull this car out of the water. And it's coming down to, once it comes out, we're going to have the forensic team take a look. And I pray that Stephanie is inside and we can give this family the answers they need today. Thanks for being here with Josh Cantu with Behind the Scenes with Eventually with Purpose. All right.
You want me to do it? Oh, okay. I thought you were getting back there.
Oh, no.
Don't fall in front of national television.
That was for you, all right? Carlos, Jared, pleasure meeting you.
Good to see you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for letting us.
Are they rolling?
See speeds, sound speeds. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
The way that we start these cases is, where did Stephanie live? Where was Stephanie last seen? Was she at a party that evening? We're right near Christmas time when she went missing, December 21st. What was happening in her life?
For 4 years, Jonathan and Bianca Torres agonized over the disappearance of their mother in Waco, Texas.
We know that the local, police department doesn't have anything on camera, no cell phone pings. We don't know where Stephanie is at. Where are you going to hide a vehicle? The water is the most logical choice for us.
Do you see yourself as filling in a gap left behind by law enforcement?
I won't say it's a gap that's left behind. I'm going to say it's just not every agency has the technology or the resources to do so, especially in the, hey, let's cut funding, and we've been going through that for decades. It's not something that's new for agencies or businesses, in general. Is there an area in town where it's like, we always had family reunions here, it was most special to me? More often than not, they say, you have done more for us in one day than anybody has done combined for us in the last, X number of, months, days, years.
If we could get a heads up once you think you have something, that will let me talk to New York and be like,
yeah,
here's what's happening.
Well, and the issue is, we always identify multiple targets, unfortunately. There's a lot of cars underwater, so, we're going to have the, a diver heading down in the water multiple times a day. Hopefully, fingers crossed, like, it's right here. We're going to solve this in 12 minutes once we're on the water. But it could be an all-day search, It could go into tomorrow. We might end up over at Lake Waco, all of downtown river. There's a lot of locations over on the south side off of University Avenue.
And then you have drone shooters as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can maybe get some of that.
We figure that, two drones, if we brought our own drone, 2 drones flying is probably not great. So if we could also get like a tiny bit of that, it makes sense because in your series you do show, like, that's how you scope the place. It's a very important part of the series.
But if you see a good drone shot that's needs to take place at that moment in time, do so. Just coordinate with Josh, is usually the one that's flying.
Fantastic. I don't want to get in anybody's, way.
Did we introduce you guys? Carson over here is my field producer, and then we've got Josh over here as well.
Fantastic. Great stuff, by the way. I love the cinematography, and the look of you guys' channel is great. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Hey, Josh, drone shot and go get that buzzard on the other side. Oh, yeah.
See how close I can get?
I told you he's getting pissed.
You can see him crouching down.
He's totally gonna eat your drone.
Is it her sister that's coming?
Her daughter.
Her daughter.
Yep. Bianca.
And this is still fresh too. It's only 4 years
4
old.
years old. And where did she live? Where did she work? What other friends did she have in the area? So we're gonna start, finding out what these clues are.
Interesting. Like, if these are the questions we hope the police would ask, right?
Yeah, yeah. But what they do is they come in, they take a report, they put it in the system. They put a bolo out, and it's like, all right, if anybody happens to see this 2006 Kia, Stephanie in it, call it in. But now it's out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, underwater, out of mind. And that's usually why we come in, because now we look at it with fresh eyes. Just asking simple, common sense questions, especially if we can ask these questions with the family, they usually have that one little tidbit of information. It's like, Doug, that's where we need to go. So, right now.
It's one thing if a person goes missing and then a person with their vehicle. That's high likelihood, they're in a very rural area or underwater. And so everything was local here, so she never went out of town. Mainly everything she did was here in Waco.
Yeah, it was everything here.
Okay.
I want to say it was more or less around midnight.
Around midnight? Okay.
By chance, did she have a cell phone with her? Or were there any cell phone pings that you guys have been able?
She left everything behind.
Okay. We just need to scan the entire river.
Absolutely.
All the way through town.
Yes.
I think that's our most logical. All right, we're gonna get in the water and get things going.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Bianca. Hey, drive to the RV down here to the other end of the park. There's another boat ramp down here, and we found 2 or 3 vehicles.
Two that I dove on have been down there at least 15 years.
What were the details on that second vehicle, Doug?
It was an SUV, no plates, driver's side windows were down, seatbelt was in its natural resting place. The one Jacob on right now, though, is the what we would estimate topside on sonar to be a newer vehicle. Jacobs knows what he's doing, so the fact that he's been down this long, he's going through a very thorough assessment of what he has. He knows what he's looking for. Been down there quite a while, so I think this is a good sign.
I agree. All right, well, it's bittersweet, we're hopeful, and so we'll know in a few minutes when it comes up. Like, he's been down for 9-10 minutes, guys.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's wait for him to come up and let's just go from there.
Diver up.
Small piece of the plastic is missing from the front bumper.
So there is a tail light, or there is a front piece missing off the front. There is a bulb that's broke. The lens is not on there.
Okay. All right.
It is upside down, and we have access to 2 wheels.
Okay.
At this point,
Yeah. Good job.
if somebody can tell me on the rim around the outer part, it
There's
says
hubcaps.
SJ.5 or S point, something like that.
Let me put another tank on and we'll both go back down and just do as much as we can so we know.
I agree with
So
you.
we know.
But it was a Kia, right?
It's a small emblem. That's what I'm saying. I'm in my mind. I seen Kia when I'm looking at that. But you have so much silt. You have so much.
Sure. That's fine.
It's a small car. It's a bluish, silverish color. and I'm almost positive I seen Kia.
That's enough clues right there. You did your job.
Come around front. Come around front. I got it.
Hey Doug,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
When we go down, you're gonna be at the bottom of the car.
Okay.
When we start coming up, don't touch anything on the car and look on the back, this hand corner. So you're gonna go around it, okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna go on the right side. You're gonna go straight up the side of the car, but don't touch the car.
Okay.
Right on that corner that you're gonna be at is where the emblem is.
Okay.
I need you to look at that and tell me what you think.
One more thing, Josh. I need you to help me with my fence, buddy.
Our second diver is going to go down now and confirm. You go, Jacob.
It is Kia.
It's a Kia.
It's a blue Kia.
Good job.
It's her.
You want to go pass that along? So you confirmed it?
Hey, Jared. It's a blue Kia.
License plate by chance? All-wheel drive.
Can't see him. Good detail.
They're all buried on there. Wheels upside down, easy to get to the wheels, easy to chain it. Just a nice slow pull and do it. Doug's down there right now still?
He's doing a thorough search on it. I wanted to verify that I seen what I seen, and I came back up. He's doing the thorough search, making sure everything, getting good hook points and stuff like that.
So the card?
It's her vehicle.
So we don't know if there's
We'll have answers for you today, okay? Okay, so anyway, my guy got tangled up in that line when we went down on it. It's just all over it. So I'm gonna head back out and remark it for you guys so you have a nice solid line to go down to it. You know what's incredible about these local fire departments, we kind of covered in Josh's behind the scenes, working with these local fire departments, that as we come into these communities, especially the ones that don't have local dive shops, every single one of them that happens to have a fill station for that they have a dive team of their own, they're so gracious to take the time to take a couple of hours out of their day to fill our own tanks for us. So yesterday we gave them 22 tanks, I think, Josh, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yep, incredible helping us out to fill all the tanks for us. And at the end of the day, this is about helping the families. And whether, we're the ones that pull a vehicle out or they pull a vehicle out, it doesn't matter who pulls this vehicle out. It's the fact that we came in and we all work together to bring Stephanie home. Thanks, Jacob. You did a good job.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. It's definitely something that's good for the family, and hopefully these guys can get her out safely and we can bring her home.
can pretty much go straight out with my boom and
So
you
what
know,
we're
you can get
working
over
with.
top.
So what we're working with is, you see the red buoy.
Okay.
The red buoy is another car that we're not going to be pulling out.
The only hitch I'm going to say is on the other vehicles that are there, because one of them is stolen out of Austin, I think it is.
Austin, Texas. That's the vehicle with the plastic plate.
Yeah, that. So yeah, I think with any vehicle that's here, we probably just need to pull them out anyway, just to verify there's nothing in there.
Yeah.
Last thing we want to do is just not do that. So.
No, I agree. I agree with you.
So you want to go mark that other
so we
one?
have basically what we have is the vehicle that's in question right now, which is
the one that we're here for,
and that's in front of the other two. So that's perfect.
Yes.
We're pulling that one out,
Boom,
and
boom,
then we'll
boom.
go to the red vehicle, and then we'll go to the other vehicle.
Okay.
Pretty seamless.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Awesome. And you can just pull it up, bring
Yeah,
the roll back down, and load it up.
Do you want us to go ahead and get a roll back down here?
Probably.
As soon as
Might as well.
okay.
So how many are you going to need? If you're going to take 3, you're going to need 3 rollbacks.
Yeah, we'll go with one, and
Stages.
as we get them out, we'll start.
I would also bring
one.
How far away is your yard?
Well, I mean, they're running all over the
Oh,
city,
okay.
so
All right.
I just tell them we need one. They'll be here within 15, 20 minutes.
I would also recommend a bigger ratchet strap with the tarp when you guys are transporting it, so we can.
Is your forensics going to want to assess it here on the ramp?
Yeah, I have our immediate crime scene guy here, our expert with Bone. She's in the lab, so.
So if the car is not full of silt, you guys most likely would prefer to do the
We want to take a look at it
extraction here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way we know what's there immediately. And,
Right.
So over there, you're not exclusive. Exactly, right? Yeah, you're right. Give that to Kayla. That's the underwater audio. Thank you so much.
No, I won't.
All right, you want a quick?
So basically, before I do that, anything that you can give me right now in terms, and this is just for the purposes of knowing full well whether we're going to launch this in Highly or not.
Here's the Kia. I also sent Kayla a picture of it.
Yeah.
And the car that we drove on was missing that same identical part. So we're not able to identify a license plate where the guy identified the wheels match, the color matches, it's a Kia, and the front section of the bumper that when she bought the car
has the same.
is missing the same.
Got it. Thank you so very much.
Yep.
It's silted in. Now, these two windows, I can confirm are intact. The driver's side front window, I cannot confirm because it's silted in, and the same thing with the back window.
I tried reaching down in the back there. I couldn't feel the window.
And so did I.
It's
yeah.
It's like concrete.
So we have a similar scenario as we did in the Samantha Hopper case, as well as Carrie Mae Parker, where we have the roof and the windshield completely suctioned and silted in. Now, when we pull this vehicle, now if you just rip the vehicle out, the suction that's sitting on the windshield and the roof, you hold the potential of it sticking and ripping, and the contents of the vehicle sucking out as well with it. So when you don't want to do that. So what we want to do is we'll rig the front wheels, which are accessible. I verified that. The rear wheels are accessible, intact, sturdy. I grabbed all of the suspension components. They're solid, plus we can get to the frame.
Yep.
So we can put one winch line, we'll marry these two connections together, a separate winch line, and we'll marry these two connections together. And we'll pull on this winch line just enough to take the tension, to put just a little bit of tension on it. And the same with this. And once tension is, there's no slack on the lines, we'll want to slowly pull the front end. Just slowly, just like that. Just slowly, instead of just ripping it like that.
You want to get that suction off there.
Yeah, so slowly pulling the suction, and then once it's up,
it releases itself.
Yeah, and I feel confident enough there is absolutely zero current. There's nothing in front of the car. As long as the lines are tension, I want to be on comms in front of the car. And just, I can communicate with you and you can communicate with the record driver. Yeah. Just keep going just a little bit. Keep going just a little bit.
My set of comms weren't working with you today, so I need to go find the other one.
Okay, keep going just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. And once the car's like this, I can safely reach under a little bit just to make sure we're intact.
From the side, don't go into the hood.
Right, because if we're not intact, then we
change game plan.
Then we need to completely lift the front end up like that, so whatever's in there slides down to the back, and then.
But you also have the chance of blowing out your back window now if there's any silt and sediment inside.
It's going to be on the hood. when we do that. So and then we get it like that, and then that way, if the windshield stays intact, it's a beautiful plan. The contents of the vehicle.
Back window.
Huh?
If you're rotating like that, you still have the back window. So you just need to bring it up enough there,
yes,
and pull it up this way. That's what you
correct,
have to do.
Correct.
You can't. Don't flip the car.
When I'm here, what I can do is I can verify that this window is intact and the windshield is intact. At which point we do that.
Yeah.
It's easy, and or we can also. It just needs to come straight back like that.
Yeah.
We don't need to roll it or try to do anything else.
If the front windshield is not intact, then we need to bring it up enough.
Right.
And
I need to verify.
We're trying not to bust out this back window, but we're bringing the whole thing up like at that angle.
Correct.
Like we did with Samantha.
Depending on the boom angle the truck gets, we may be able to go like this and then lift it.
Right.
Depending on how far we can get the truck safely down here and boom out.
Right.
No, it should be fine for now. We'll see how far they get it out there.
I'm still holding on to you still. Brad Martin. This thing? In this wind? Hey, so idea. So you're saying just back it up to him? That's what y'all been doing? Okay. I'll let you explain it to him.
Go Jared, go Jared, go Jared, go.
Another 10 to 15 feet. Let me get under it first.
at this moment, along with the forensics teams, we have been able to positively identify human remains. Now, it's going to have to go through a professional process. There's procedures, the medical examiner, before they can make accurate identification. But this is the vehicle that we were looking for, and unfortunately, we have located remains inside of the vehicle.
We have notified the family. And all that's left to do is just to clean up and prepare for the next one. But we were able to bring Stephanie home today.
They found this car within an hour. Why didn't police find it 4 years ago?
Unfortunately, after reviewing the reports, the original investigating detective did not find any information that led them to believe that she was in a body of water or in this location at all.
And there was more that Jared Lysick had to tell the family.
So we do have confirmation that there are human remains inside of the vehicle.
A DNA test will be necessary to ID the remains, but the Torres family believes after 4 years, they've found their beloved Stephanie.
But now at least we know she's at peace, at least. She's not suffering.
For Stephanie's children, it's not yet closure, but at least now they have some answers.